Good morning, everybody. Hey there. Good morning. How is everybody on this rainy morning? It's kind of gloomy. Is anybody awake yet? I know it's hard for me to get up this morning after hearing the rain and the storms and everything. I'm excited to be coming to you guys today, to be sharing this Devo with you this morning. My name is Daisha Taylor, and I work in the discipleship ministry at Northside Christian Church. Oh, hi, Leslie. Hi, Jessica. Yay, I successfully got the comments up while doing my live. Yay. Let me see if I can make it go. So, this morning I want to talk to you about trusting God and not leaning on your own understanding. It's Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." I chose this verse because I've been trying to understand the hard things of my life and this world, and my own understanding is leading me astray. The past few years of my life have been the hardest I've ever experienced, and they are hard to understand. My own understanding has been right sometimes, and sometimes it's helped me. I've even experienced the Lord helping me to understand things. But as time's gone on and the realities of my situation and life have settled in, I've struggled to understand how this can be good for me. How could this be God's will? How are all the hard things going to work together for good for me and my family? And all of that wondering and questioning has led me not to trust God like I once did. Maybe you have some of those same questions and are trying to understand the hard things of your own life, trying to understand the pandemic, trying to understand the injustice in the world and the mistreatment of people. Maybe you are even wondering if you can trust God and if He is really for you. If you feel that way, would you hit that like button? Would you send up a heart? Like, it's my hope that when people watch this later, if any of this resonates with them, that they'll see by those likes and by those hearts that they're not alone, that other people have been through some of these same things and that they've struggled too. We want people to know that. Good morning, Jonathan. So, most of us have walked through a period of struggling to trust God at one time or another, and we have found our way through with God's help and with the help of His people. I've learned that I have to take my questions to the Lord and ask for His understanding, for His peace, for His wisdom and discernment. I have to follow the instructions given to me in the proverb and not lean on my own understanding. That means, for me, that I have to stop turning those questions over and over again in my mind and instead turn them over to God and trust Him. This is what Psalm 62:8 tells us. Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. He wants us to bring our questions and doubts and pour out everything troubling our hearts. And after we do that, He wants us to trust Him. Trusting God is a choice that I have to make over my own thinking and doubting. A choice I have to make every day, throughout the day, or I'll fall back on my own understanding and my own ways. And when I make the choice to trust God, here's what His word says will happen. Are you ready? In verse 6 of our opening proverb, it says, "In all your ways acknowledge God, and He will make straight your paths." Psalm 28:7 says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. In Him my heart trusts, and I am helped." Did you catch that? When we trust, we are helped. It doesn't say, "I am helped," and then my heart trusts in God. We have to choose to trust God first. Psalm 37:5 says, "Commit your ways to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will act." There it is again. Trust God first, and then he will act. Isaiah 26:3 says, "Keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you." Our trust in God will bring peace to our minds. And lastly, Jeremiah 17:7 says this: "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit." It is my prayer for each of you that you will choose to trust the Lord in the good and the bad, and that you will experience the blessings the Lord promises when you place your trust in him. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon, I hope.